In a village, there lived a widow who lived with two children. The girl was a charming face, namely Bawang Merah and Bawang Putih. Bawang Putih, biological father who is also the husband of Bawang Putih's mother read her stand. So Bawang Putih is the stepsister of Bawang Merah. Bawang Merah and Bawang Putih have character and personality traits different. Bawang Putih is diligent, kind, honest, and humble. Meanwhile, Bawang Merah has a lazy, arrogant, jealous nature. Bawang Merah's lazy personality was also exhibited because her mother was pamper her. His mother always gave Bawang Merah whatever she wanted, while Bawang Putih did all the housework, washing, cooking, cleaning the house, and she just does it all. Meanwhile, Bawang Merah and her mother just spend time for themselves. When they need something, they just ask for Bawang Putih. Bawang Putih never complained about the bad luck she faced. She always served his stepmother and sister happily. One day, Bawang Putih washed the clothes of her stepmother and Bawang Merah in the river. Bawang Putih did not realize that a piece of cloth belonging to her mother was washed away in the river. She also feels sad, thinking that if the cloth was not found, she would be blamed, punished, or kicked out of the house. For fear of not being able to find her mother's clothes, Bawang Putih kept looking and walked along the river. Every time she sees someone on the edge of the river, she always asks about his mother's clothes that was washed away. But everyone didn't see where it was. Finally, Bawang Putih got to a place where the river falls to a cave. Strangely, she saw a very old woman in the cave. Bawang Putih also asked the old woman if she saw his mother's cloth. The old woman knew where the cloth was, but she made a condition before handing it over to Bawang Putih. The condition is that she has to work to help that woman, because previously she used to work hard, so she was willing to help the old woman. When it was evening, Bawang Putih also said goodbye to the old woman, then the woman also handed the cloth to him. Because of Bawang Putih's kindness, the old woman offered a pumpkin as a gift. There are two pumpkins, one bigger than the other. Bawang Putih requested to choose the pumpkin she wanted. Because Bawang Putih was not greedy, she chose a small pumpkin. After that, Bawang Putih returned to her house. Her stepmother and Bawang Merah were very angry because Bawang Putih was late. Bawang Putih then told what happened. Her stepmother was still angry because Bawang Putih was late and only brought one small pumpkin. So her mother slammed the pumpkin on the ground, and pumpkin broke. But strange, it turns out that in the pumpkin there's a beautiful gold jewelry and glittering. Her stepmother and Bawang Merah were very surprised. They then felt that she would be very rich if she had so many jewels. But because of their greed, they even saw at Bawang Putih and snapped at her while Bawang Putih didn't take the big pumpkin. In the minds of Bawang Merah and her mother, if the big pumpkin was taken, they would definitely get more jewelry. To fulfill their greed, Bawang Merah followed the steps took by Bawang Putih. She is willing to wash away the clothes of her mother, walking along the river, as people and finally come to the cave where the old woman lived. However, unlike Bawang Putih, Bawang Merah refused to help the old woman to work, and he even arrogantly ordered the old woman to give her a bigger pumpkin. The old woman fulfills Bawang Merah's request to give pumpkin, which is great for Bawang Merah. Bawang Merah are happy to bring a big pumpkin that is given to the old woman, imagining how much jewelry she would get. Upon return home, her mother welcomed Bawang Merah. Not long after, him gold was smashed to the ground, not the contents of the jewelry. First, scary poisonous snakes come out of in a pumpkin. Bawang Merah and her mother finally realized what they were been doing wrong all this time, and asked Bawang Putih to forgive them.